今日はですね、シカゴからエリック・パールが参加しております。はい。あと、私は西川ロミと申します。よろしくお願いします。
So, today I thought we begin with a wonderful meditation to bring us into a state of presence. Some of us might say, well, I'm already present. Clearly, I'm here sitting in front of my computer. What more do I need? There's physical presence. And then there's presence and actual beingness with all of the awareness that you are. You know, a lot of times people will say, is it that we practice all these techniques and practice living in the heart, and yet don't really find the ability to facilitate healings? And then we watch you, Erickson, and you just come in and you're there and healings happen. How does that work? You see, and then we get confused. We think that I am someone special, or I'm doing some secret thing. So listen carefully, because I'm about to tell you my secret. It's not a secret. I already told you. It's presence. I'm simply present. You can't really be when your awareness is focused on doing techniques and ritual, making sure you do things right and not wrong. Willing to be, to feel, to receive, and not care about whether you're doing something right or doing it wrong. You know, you might as a disinterested or unattached, affectionate attention. You have your attention lovingly in presence, and at the same time you have no mental or emotional attention. Right or wrong. You have fear of whether you're doing it right or wrong. You have no mental or emotional attachment to what the result might be. You don't care the other person's parents or loved ones want a certain result, and you don't care whether you think that you should have a certain result for you. In this disinterested, affectionate attention, be willing to allow your experience and the other person's experience to be exactly what it is. Remember, when we search for something, it's us saying that we don't have it. When we search for something, it's us that we are not which we are searching for. When we search for enlightenment, it's us denying, not recognizing that already enlightenment. It's us not recognizing that we just see the enlightenment that we already are. That in hidden or obscured, just like the clouds don't let us see the blue sky. We know the blue sky is there. We have to remember, when our egos don't let us see the enlightenment that we are, we have to search for enlightenment. And when we search for God, we are denying that we, each and every one of us, are God. Searching for enlightenment, searching for God. We cannot search for what we are. The challenge of this is the simplicity of recognizing ourselves. The challenge is to recognize that what we are expecting to happen or to appear has already happened, but it's being hidden or veiled
なので、
by our own expectation. So, enough talking. Get comfortable. I'm going to on a meditation right now called the primordial silence of being. I'm glad you qualified when you said, I am not a healer, by saying, I am not a healer by profession. Everyone is a healer. People are afraid to say it or don't feel worthy enough to say it. And we are each qualified healers simply by virtue of the fact that we have been born, simply by virtue of the fact that we are here. Your question is around the challenge of remaining. It's a challenge for everyone, whether they are the client, whether they are the healing facilitator, whether they are the mother, no matter who. So let's think about may be in best interest of your child. That's a different example. Say you have very young children who wake up early on a Sunday morning and want to surprise you with breakfast in bed. They turn on the oven and the stove and start pouring oils and spice everywhere, just suddenly you're awakened by the smell of something burning and hearing children screaming. You run downstairs, big fire, and they are set that they're sitting on the floor crying. Do you get all emotionally attached and sit on the floor and cry with them? Or do you realize what's best for your child is for you to remain lovingly, calmly present and get them safely outside the house before you even consider the luxury of allowing yourself to cry? If you know what's best for them, you know that becoming emotionally attached in that particular situation is not in their best interest. So because you love them so much, you don't allow yourself to become distracted by what is not your best interest at that moment. So as you learn reconnective healing, one of the first things you learn is how to lovingly, unattached, and present, because what's best for everyone in that situation. Now, that does not mean that you can't be emotionally attached later on, that you can't sit down and cry alone or with your life partner, but not in that moment, because in that moment, what's best for them is your detached lovingness. So the tears that I see now as you and I talk, this is the moment for them, because they're not tears of sadness. They're tears of touching, connecting with the truth is you, the knowing that is you. The love, care, be present, and in that presence, share the healing. Have you studied or learned reconnective healing? Beautiful. It's a wonderful first step.
Yes.
And of course, if you're interested more, you can certainly connect with me or any of the practitioners who can tell you where and how it's being taught. When you are ready which is maybe no. Thank you for your question, and I want to let you know that you are very fortunate to have someone such as Romy Nishikawa there for you, so you can ask more of your own questions and receive your own answers in Japanese, which may be one of the nicer ways to receive it for you, although I do see that you certainly do understand English. We would love to take more questions, and if you don't have any questions, then ask yourself. I know you do, but for you who might not have a question, ask yourself, if I did have a question, what might the question be? I know that you do. I really believe and understand that you think the word be intuition, but it isn't. And if you'll allow me, let me do a little bit of an understanding as to why. Instinct is knowingness before it is clouded or obscured or confused or interpreted thought. It is an immediate, comprehensive knowingness or awareness. Intuition may begin with instinct, but quickly the thoughts become part of the let's say the interaction, and they start to cloud instinct, much like clouds obscure blue sky. Knowingness is not instinct, is not only instantaneous, but it is also in infinite awareness. Intuition, because it includes thought, experience, and every experience that we have, including our human lifetime, has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So it is finite, no longer infinite. The being that you are is infinite. However, the experience that you are having right now of that being or beingness has a middle and an end, and therefore it is finite, not infinite. The dark jungle, and you're alone, and you hear a sound, something cat, maybe even a very big cat. The sounds come up high, maybe in a tree, so you look up. You're not sure whether you see a cat, but you definitely see very large or yellow eyes and a lot of white teeth. They seem getting closer to you quickly. Maybe you're even now seeing claws as this huge leopard or tiger or some kind of a cat comes flying towards you, looking very hungry, and you look like. This moment, you were looking like cat food. Which would you like to see you? Your instinct or your intuition? For me, I think I'd like to be my instinct. I can sit down and use intuition once I am safely home. So I hope that begins to give some perspective of my take on the music life is in your instinct. How do I? Can I? Or how would I like to? Are you translating for me then? I want you to know that do I and how can I and how would I like to are three different questions. Please don't think that they're all being answered in the way that you asked it. Oh, creative frequencies. Okay, good. Thank you. We are all always connected with it. Although connected isn't the best word, because connected implies that there are more than one, at least two things. Because connected implies that there are at least two entities or two beings, two things. There has to be two to connect. What if we are all one? What if you and I are one? What if receiving and being in and as a frequencies, you and me and the people we love and the people we tolerate and the people we have a really hard time tolerating, all as one. And we all are oneness, energy, light, and information. Sometimes it's easy if someone drives hard, cuts us off, and we jump, find that we're feeling a little less than loving in that. And now find our way back. Your challenges are everyone's challenge if they are choosing to be as conscious as they can or would like. And we all can benefit from taking opportunities to find ourselves. We are love. We are not separation, but we are one. And even those self-reminders, they are healing. They're healing itself. It uses the word God. If you want to exchange that for another word, you're certainly welcome. Be in my head and in my understanding. God, my eyes and in my looking. God, be in my mouth and in my speaking. Be in my heart and my thinking. God, be at my end and in my departing. And I suggest that we the last line, God be at my end, at my departing, two different ways. Of course, it was probably written to mean end of life and departing on to the next. I also read that to be in the end of my ego involvement in anger and in my departing from that very limited, constrained space that isn't allowing me to feel and express the love that I am. So I share that with you. I hope that spending the few moments with that every day allows you to the beingness, the presence that today's conversation with all of us has been about. It helps me. I think you have a beautiful take on the law of interaction. Many people interpret the law of attraction in many different ways. Many people get involved in intention with the law of attraction instead of allowing it to be attention. Intention is effort. Intention is trying. Intention is telling the universe to be and how it should be. And intention is fear of what if I don't intend for the right thing, and what if I don't intend with the proper specific? What if my intention is misunderstood, and on. But Lisa, you are not in intention from what you tell me. You are in a state of attention on love. Just like the difference between instinct, intuition, the difference between intention and attention seems delicate and small, and really though is so life-givingly. So you follow your heart, follow what makes you happy. You live in love because we are love, and your attention is on that. Couldn't be more perfect. Just like the beautiful music of Okinawa. But thank you for your question. I answered it for you.
ね、もうハートのここに入ると、質問って解けていくんですね、本当は。質問っていうのは頭から上がってくるので、ここでもう解けちゃう。そんな状態に皆さん、ね、もしかしたらなっているかもしれませんね。はい。では、それで、
Thank you, Romy, for sharing that insight. The questions are of the mind, and when we allow ourselves to be in the heart, the questions disappear. The costumes that we wear disappear. The ego disappears, and we discover that each and every one of us is the same being, the same willingness, and the same love. So as Sayak said,
では、ここで、終わりにしましょう。ズーム画面で見るとね、それこそみんなこの一人一人分断されているように見えるけれども、でもそれはさっきエリックが言ったように、私たちの外側の柄であってね、本当は分断されてない。でも一人一人のその、ここの世界での表現、美しい作品として、芸術作品としての表現が私たちそれぞれの、個性であるので、それをお互いに喜び合いながら、そしてこのフィールドの中でみんなが解けている、そんな感覚も一緒に味わいながら、写真に移りましょうか。Thank you, Eric. And
thank you, everyone, for making my evening. It's nighttime for me. So beautiful.
実際にお会いできる日を楽しみにしております。さようなら。
Sayonara.